Okay, so say a business realizes we need to be in Google Plus. They go ahead, they set up a page, they fill out the various boxes, they make the profile, they do a little engaging, and 2 weeks later, a month later, the page is pretty much a ghost town, and they get discouraged. And what would you recommend in terms of getting going? How would a business really get itself going on Google Plus? What would your recommendation be?
So the biggest challenge is that they're coming from a mindset of posting on Twitter and Facebook, a mindset of just like talking at people and marketing themselves rather than engaging. So the first thing they need to do is change their mindset, move from like talking at people to talking with people, and really engaging with them and celebrating their community rather than talking just about themselves. And if they do that, if they start following their customers, commenting, sharing, even hanging out with their customers, they're going to start building a tribe around themselves that will share them rather than them having to go out and talk about themselves. So they might be a ghost town if all they do is post and not engage.
But what does it mean specifically to engage? What's a good way to engage?
So in my mind, in my world, there are 5 levels of engagement. There is the +1, which is just, hey, I can agree with you, but I'm halfly engaged. There is the comment that says, hey, I have something to add to the conversation. There's the share, which is the third one, which is not only do I like what you say, I have to add my own on top of it and actually share it with my own tribe. So now I'm talking about you. There's the fourth, which is a hangout. I'm just hanging out with my followers or with people I want to connect with. And there's the hangout on air, which is now I'm not only hanging out, but I'm broadcasting and celebrating you worldwide live. So to do that, to really engage, you have to go out and find the people that you want to engage with, the customers, and comment on their post and share their post, not just expect them to share your own.
Mike, your sense of that? I mean, getting going, saying you're a true newbie on Google Plus, you're a business, and you want to get followers. I mean, what do you recommend?
Well, the first thing that everyone needs to keep in mind is that the key attribute of Google Plus is a kind of radical flexibility. So if you're thinking that Google Plus is like Facebook or like Twitter or whatever, it's really like all of them combined. It has attributes of Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn. It has attributes of photo sharing sites. It's incredibly flexible. You can reach out to people not only on posts and not only to people who are members and users of Google Plus, but a public post on Google Plus is a page on the internet. And you can address that post to people via their email addresses. If you're for a regular user and stuff, there's so many flexible things that you can do with Google Plus, and that's why every single business needs to really understand Google Plus to see what's possible for that business. For example, one type of, let's say you make cooking utensils or whatever, you might want to give cooking shows via Hangouts. That's something you might do with Google Plus that could get a lot of traction that another type of company may not be able to do. You can publish, like for example, I publish a newsletter. All of my posts are automatically sent daily to subscribers in the form of an email newsletter. I don't lift a finger. I just do my normal social network.
That's done through Google Plus.
It's done. There's a way to do it, which published from Google Plus. You can crowdsource. Crowdsourcing is spectacularly powerful. As I'm a columnist and I do a lot of writing, and I'm always running ideas past people on Google Plus. What do you think about this? What's your opinion about that? Yeah. There's just a million things you can do, and so the thing to keep in mind is this is not like any other social network. There's a million things you can do, and you need to look at what your business needs, what sort of engagement your business needs, and chances are you can do it really effectively.
One more thing, James, is that a really great thing about Google Plus is that you can't make mistakes. You can edit your posts. You can, block comments. You can delete them. You can edit your comments. You can remove spam. So if you come in there and you interact with yourself, and let's say you said something, that you didn't mean to, you can just change it.
And likewise, if I can jump in there, James.
People saw it, of course.
What's that?
Maybe the first 5,000 people saw it before you deleted it. It's still out there. I mean, in a sense, they say the internet is forever. Hopefully, you can delete it.
No, you can, and it's and you can edit. And when you edit it, you can actually see that it has been edited elsewhere. I'm known for that. I'm very you know, every once in a while I'll make a date mistake or, you know, typo, and in the comments people will say, hey, you know, you misspelled something, and I'll go and I'll correct it, and I'll say, I don't know what you're talking about.
And I think related to that is the fact that you can also control to a certain extent what's happening with your audience. Mm-hmm. So, for example, you know, there are trolls on the internet. They're like people who have an agenda of their own that's different from your agenda. It's very easy to block people, and when you block people on Google Plus, they can't comment. They can't really see your posts. You essentially sever the connection between your brand and hecklers and trolls and other people who bring you down.
Where's the blocking tool, just so people know that?
You would do it on the individual thing. So if somebody posts something as a comment and you want to delete that, let's say somebody posts something offensive or objectionable in some way, there's a little X next to their post, and when you just simply go to delete that comment, it'll offer, do you want to just delete the comment, or do you want to delete the comment and block this person? Okay, yeah. And you'll always have control over blocking. Sometimes I've blocked people, and somebody will come back and say, hey, I didn't really mean to, you know, say what I said. I'd love to come back in. And then you can change your mind and bring them back in. But you have all the control in the world. So it has all the attributes of a website, a public discussion, except you can make sure that the conversation is constructive and to your purposes. And that's one of the great things about Google Plus as well.